Catfished, a deadly deception. Autumn sat in her small room, staring out the window at the rundown neighborhood she called home. It was a place of drugs, abuse, and neglect. She and her two sisters had grown up in poverty, constantly being made fun of by the local kids and high school girls. Their mother was living on the streets, addicted to drugs, and their father had turned his back on his only child, living a double life. Autumn knew she had to get out of there. She couldn't bear to live like this any longer. And then, her grandma and Aunt Sadie stepped in, offering her a way out. At first, Autumn was hesitant. She didn't know where they were taking her, and she didn't want to leave her sisters behind. But her grandma and Aunt Sadie promised that they would take care of her sisters and that she would be safe. So, Autumn agreed, and they took her away to a new life. She eventually met William on a dating app by means of Catfish, using one of the beautiful girls' pictures that attended her high school. William was a wealthy and successful businessman, twice her age. William invested time and money in grooming Autumn and building up her self-esteem. It was a drastic change from her old life. But Autumn was determined to make the most of it. William really groomed her, turning her from an ugly duckling into a beautiful Barbie doll. He manipulated her, making her feel like he owned her. And then, they got married. It was then that Autumn's life became a living hell. William imprisoned her in his mansion, controlling her every move. Autumn's two friends, Mark and Samantha, knew that something was wrong. They had known Autumn since they were kids, and they knew that she would never willingly put herself in this situation. One day, they decided to pay Autumn a visit at William's mansion. But when they got there, they found that the gates were locked, and the guards wouldn't let them in. They knew they had to come up with a plan. After some research, they discovered that William had a secret room in his mansion where he kept all his money and valuable possessions. They knew that Autumn was probably being kept there. So, they hatched a plan. Samantha distracted the guards while Mark broke into the mansion and found the secret room. And there, he found Autumn imprisoned and scared. They helped Autumn escape, but William soon found out. He became their worst enemy, chasing them down and trying to kill them. It became a game of cat and mouse, with Autumn, Mark, and Samantha always one step ahead of William. And then, it all came to a head. William caught up with them, and a fight broke out. In the end, William died, and Autumn, Mark, and Samantha were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. Through it all, Autumn learned a valuable lesson. She had thought that becoming William's wife would solve all her problems. She thought that being rich and successful would make her happy. But she was wrong. Money and success don't buy happiness. They don't buy love, friendship, or respect. Autumn learned that she had to love and respect herself before anyone else could love and respect her. She also learned that true friends will always have your back, no matter what. Mark and Samantha risked their lives to save her, and she knew that she could always count on them. Autumn went on to live a successful life, not as William's wife, but as herself. She used her experiences to help others, to teach them that they too could rise above their circumstances and make a better life for themselves. And she never forgot the lesson she learned, that true wealth is measured in love, not in money.